"Who is this Kofi, really?" Elder Boateng asked people quietly. "We know nothing about him. He appeared from nowhere. Perhaps he practices dark magic. Some villagers dismissed him. He has done only good." But others began to wonder. It was true. Kofi's past was mysterious. How could someone so wise have lived among them unnoticed for years? The whispers reached Chief Osei. He confronted Elder Boateng publicly. "You spread poison because you cannot accept change," the chief said firmly. "Kofi has proven himself through action, not words," Elder Boateng sneered. "Then let him prove himself one final time." "Let him face the river test," the crowd gasped. The river test was ancient, dangerous, and rarely performed. It required someone to spend 3 days and nights alone on the river island, without food or shelter. If they returned sane and whole, the ancestors had approved them. If they did not return, they had been found unworthy. "That is unnecessary," Chief Osei protested. But Kofi raised his hand gently. "I will do it," he said calmly. "If the village needs this proof, I will provide it." "Kofi, no," Chief Osei pleaded. Kofi smiled peacefully. "Trust me, my friend. Some fears must be faced directly." The next morning, the entire village gathered at the river. The island sat in the middle, small, rocky, covered with thick vegetation. During rainy season, floods surrounded it completely. Kofi carried nothing but the clothes on his back. He stepped into the narrow canoe calmly. Chief Osei gripped his shoulder. "Be careful, brother." "I will return," Kofi promised. The canoe pushed off. Villagers watched silently as it grew smaller, finally reaching the island. Kofi stepped onto the rocks and waved once. Then he disappeared into the trees. 3 days began. In the village, life continued, but tension hung in the air. Children asked their parents if Kofi would return. Women prayed at the shrine. Men argued about whether the test was fair. Chief Osei barely ate. He spent hours staring at the river, blaming himself. "I should have stopped this," he muttered. Elder Boateng walked past smugly. "The truth always surfaces," he said. On the second night, a terrible storm came. Rain hammered the village. Lightning split the sky. Thunder shook the earth. The river swelled, angry and violent. Chief Osei ran to the riverbank, peering desperately through the darkness. The island was barely visible through the storm. "Kofi!" he screamed. Only thunder answered. Morning came, the storm passed. The river was still high but calmer. The entire village gathered at the riverbank, fearing the worst. The island appeared intact, but there was no sign of Kofi. Hours passed. Noon approached. Chief Osei stood rigid, refusing to leave. "He will come," he whispered repeatedly. "He will come." Then someone shouted, "Look! The island!" A figure emerged from the trees. It was Kofi, standing tall at the island's edge. He raised both arms toward the sky. The village erupted in cheers and tears. A canoe was sent immediately. When Kofi stepped onto the mainland, he was thin, exhausted, but his eyes shone with profound peace. Chief Osei embraced him tightly, weeping openly. "I thought I lost you, brother." Kofi smiled. "I was never in danger, my friend. The ancestors walked with me." The villagers pressed forward, touching him, praising him, asking for forgiveness for doubting him. Even some who had whispered against him now bowed respectfully. Elder Boateng stood at the back of the crowd, his face twisted with bitter defeat. Kofi's gaze found him. Instead of anger or triumph, Kofi's eyes held only compassion.